it feels like the Chargers are better with Justin Herbert at quarterback. And listen, I don't know if that's because the Chiefs weren't able to prepare for Justin Herbert. They were preparing for Tyrod Taylor, then he was out. But you picked the guy number 5 overall for a reason. Or number 6 overall for a reason. He is unbelievable, it looked like yesterday. Making throws, making plays. He seemed calm, seemed cool. I enjoyed, he made one bad play, had an interception, obviously. But I think he is a guy that if you're the Chargers, you're just like, all right, we got our guy. Let's go ahead and build around him. But instead, they've said, unless Tyrod Taylor, if he's 100%, he'll be the starter. It's like, I don't know if that's the right move at this point, especially against the Super Bowl champs, what he was able to do.
It was the right way to handle the press conference. Anthony Lynn was asked that question after the game. Justin Herbert was the real deal. The only reason Justin Herbert wasn't the first pick overall was that basically people weren't really sure if what they saw at Oregon would translate into the NFL. His offense at Oregon wasn't quite the same. And so, all of the measurables are there. The skill sets are there. I was one of you can put me on the list of the people that was impressed with how he played. He was physical. He was composed. That one touchdown pass that he had was just sort of like next level. So he is their guy. There's no doubt about it. I just think that Tyrod Taylor is a guy that has a ton of respect in the locker room. Anthony Lynn's a guy that is, he's a head coach that players really, really respect. And I think he handled it properly. That right after the game wasn't the time to say, hey, we're going to move on from Tyrod and we're going to go to Herbert.
Gotcha.
Think about it. Tyrod I what did he make it to week 3 when he was the starter and Baker Mayfield took over? Would he do it to the guy the next year, with, week 2? There will be a time and a place to sort of make the transition and pass the baton. But Justin Herbert was so impressive. There's no way that he really can't be the starter going forward. And that's not a slight on Tyrod. It's just what we saw the other. Just take it to the play where the linebacker hit Herbert and knocked himself out. That play alone. You're looking for someone to take this team and just put them on your back and just say, hey, listen, there's a new sheriff in town. This is how we're going to be the rest of the way. We're going to be, we're going to be the bully. We're not going to be a finesse team. We're going to be a physical team. It was a really impressive performance.
By the way, he doesn't talk a lot, I don't think. I think he's known for being quiet. Him getting up as fast as he did and walking away as the guy, that's like a subtle shit talk there. That is him talking shit.
It's a passive-aggressive move.
Yeah, which I love a lot. He gets up yep. Oh, you're dead? Okay. That is, I love that. That's what I liked most out of that whole scene was him getting up, knowing that he just killed a guy and walking
and really, we're not talking about it because of all the other collapses, but the Chargers really coulda, shoulda, woulda won that game, if not but a couple of things. And really just a very impressive
kicking
field goal by Butker there for Kansas City. That was something to see.
It was really good for the brand, I'm going to be honest. If he misses any of those, and if he misses that last one, kickers are the worst again. And he had to make it 4 times. It's get off the guy's ass.
Charles, do we know what's going on with Tyrod with the chest injury? And is there any chance moving forward that he is the starting quarterback there?
Okay, so I had a chance to talk to somebody there this morning. They're being real careful about what they say about it. It sounds to me it may be related to the rib injury that he suffered. He popped up on the injury report kind of late with a rib injury, and I asked is there a muscle pull somewhere in his core? Was there a rib fracture that you didn't list and you're going to get in trouble for that now? And they're saying, no, it's not a fracture or anything like that. But, it was legitimate. At first when I heard that they were yanking him because of this, I was man, I don't know. Are they coming up with cover because they want to make a switch here and they're, trying to, be cute about it? But no, it wasn't that at all. This is pretty serious. And I asked, look, Herbert played well. I didn't see any of these issues about, he's an introvert and maybe he can't lead his team. You spin it like that, no one gives a shit about whether you can lead your team. So I think that, Anthony Lynn is going to give Tyrod Taylor an opportunity when he comes back to start. But everybody in that building feels good about Justin Herbert. I think teams would catch up to him anyway. Look, it's one game. It's a limited snapshot. The Chiefs did not prepare for him, and so I think that did make a difference. But Anthony Lynn really wants to make sure that Tyrod Taylor does not lose the job because of this. But everybody knows where the direction of this is going. They went out and got Justin Herbert specifically for the purpose of grooming him and having him be the starter in 2021. And if that's got to get started a little bit earlier, it's going to get started.
Yeah, we were told that if Tua or Herbert were available, either one of them would end up with the Chargers. They're obviously thinking long term, and that's the business, and Tyrod's been around long enough to know that, but it is interesting the way they handled that immediately after Justin Herbert having an incredible debut, almost knocking off the Super Bowl champs. But we'll monitor that as we go, Chuck.